On November 28th, the Liddles are back.
My sister's getting married!
A Christmas wedding can be a fairy tale.
The wedding of your dreams.
Oh! So excited.
Unless...
Look at these. Does someone win the Kentucky Derby?
I'm quitting.
Carrot
you're in this family.
Uh-oh.
This holiday season,
I love you guys.
Kelly Rowland stars in Merry Little Christmas Wedding. Premieres November 28th at 8. Part of It's a Wonderful Lifetime. 24/7 holiday movies all season long.
Hey everyone, welcome to our fourth It's a Wonderful Lifetime live. My name is Janine Rubenstein. I am senior editor at People magazine and also a lover of all things Christmas and all things wedding. And so of course I am terribly excited to be with the amazing cast of Lifetime's new holiday movie, Merry Little Christmas Wedding. If you watch the first one, you know this one is going to be just as fun and just as crazy as the first one. We will be having a Q&A for 15 minutes at the end of our conversation with the cast. So make sure to submit your questions in the Q&A box and it'll come down right at the bottom of the screen. And without further ado, I am so excited to introduce the cast: Kelly Rowland, Bresha Webb, Jaime M. Callica, and Nathan Witte. And also, guys, know that Thomas Cadrot will be joining us, but a little later. He's actually filming something right now because all these folks are very busy. So he will be joining us a little bit about halfway through. So we'll get to see him as well. And before we really get into it, LaTanya Williams was unable to be here because she's filming, but she wanted to send a little bit of a hello. So take a look.
Hey y'all, I'm so sorry to have missed this. I miss my Merry Little Christmas fam so much. We had so much fun filming this movie and I'm sure they're gonna tell you all about it. Sending love from my trailer in Vancouver.
So everybody unmute, let's get into it. Let's talk about this new film that everyone is so excited about. Personally, I mean, Christmas, please bring it on. Christmas, New Year's, just bring it. Let's get into it because 2020 needs to be over.
Yeah.
Tell me first and foremost, how did this movie come about, just all things considered, with what the world is going through right now with COVID? When did you guys film? Kelly, what was the timing around all of this?
When did we do this film, y'all? Like 2 months ago?
Yeah. Like
September?
July, August.
Yeah. August, September?
Yeah. August, September, or July? Yeah, August, September, like you said. It was really awesome the way everybody made their schedules work for this. We were very, very careful, of course, with COVID being a big character off screen, just really wanting to be careful with respect to our cast and our crew. And, executive producing this movie, that was another thing that we were all thinking about, but I was thinking about making sure that everybody is safe. And, we were living in a bubble. And I'm so grateful that these beautiful people that you see here have become like family, and they are awesome. We had a great time. Because we were in a bubble, we had nights where we were inside and we were hanging out at the bar. Wasn't really much I could do.
I drank her share, don't worry.
It was like sleepovers. We all, the girls would have sleepovers and we would do face care treatments together. It was like we were one big happy family.
Yeah, it felt like a little dorm room jumping from room
it felt like we were in summer camp.
Yeah.
That's so good that you guys had a little community. So many people, are just hoping to be able to see some friends and hang out. So that's so fun.
I miss it.
I know so much. Kelly, how are you doing? You mentioned it, but in the midst of all of this, you are becoming a mother yet again. How are you feeling? How's it going? And you're filming.
Yeah, I mean, it was really fine. I kind of kept everything quiet because I didn't want anybody to worry. I told Bresha, but Bresha was the only one I told. So it was, just trying not to have anybody worry. But I had a good time. And if I was doing too much, I would definitely get a side eye from her. But it was fun. You know what I mean? So it was, I had a great time and I'm excited. You know, I felt really empowered actually being pregnant and working. It's something about that makes you feel like super strong. So I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah. How about you, Bresha and Jaime and Nathan? How are you guys holding up, all things considered?
I mean, Merry Little Christmas was my first project, you know, a lot of us during COVID, coming from the States, we had to go there and quarantine for 14 days before we even did anything. So we were all separated. I was in a hotel, in an apartment place. I couldn't leave the room. Like they would drop off food. I had to open the door and close it real quick. It was not a game. And so we already was at this place of just, we are sacrificing the normal, you know, things of our lives just to do this film. So it was fun when that was over, but we were all a family before in the first one. And we were just so much more locked in and connected by the second time because we were all together. The crew was all there. It was really like summer camp. It was so much fun, like being in a hotel.
I had actually, when the restrictions were lifted and we could go back to filming, I was the second, a movie that I was shooting, Wedding Every Weekend, was the second production back when things reopened. And when I got the word that we were doing Merry Little Christmas Wedding, I was elated because I was already feeling so fortunate to be working at a time where so many people weren't because of COVID. And Nathan and I actually did one together right before we got into Merry Little Christmas. So I was feeling really, really, really fortunate in that area to begin with. But then to get back with my little family, it really is something else because we all genuinely have so much fun. And when you could be at work having that type of fun with really quality people, it makes the work does not feel like work at all. And it's not a cliche at all, but when you go to work and we're doing 12, 13, 14-hour days every single day, but with this group, it's a lot of fun and it feels really, really easy, really, really light. So despite the fact the heaviness of COVID, we were in that little bubble. We still we were out there for a month in Victoria having a great time.
Right. We were safe. We had testing. Kelly being an executive producer, the people that, you know, championed us and the team, like we were safe. We had our masks on and we all were getting tested regularly. Like it was not a game.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm definitely thankful for is the diligent protocols that are being taken place to keep everybody safe, because it's those necessary things that are put in there to allow us to continue to work, and more productions are coming, allowing us to continue to work. So that makes me definitely very thankful to be working during this time. I am kind of tired of all of this testing, even though it has to be done. We got to do it. So, you know, and I feel bad actually for the rest of the film crew behind the camera, because as the actors, we get to take it off momentarily while we shoot. We then put it back on, of course, after. But the rest of the crew it's on all day. So I actually feel pretty bad for them at points. It's tough for them.
Well, we are so thankful that you guys did all of that to bring us some joy this year. I was very appreciative. I had so much fun. I got a sneak peek, of course, and I had so much fun watching it and just getting in the spirit. Kelly, I wanted to ask you about reprising this role, becoming the lovely, uptight Miss Liddle again. What was that like for you to get back into these shoes?
Me and Jackie ain't too far off, because that can definitely be a handful and OCD like Jackie. But it was awesome. You know what I mean? Like I said, everybody said it. I got a chance to be with family again. We had a good time. Preparing for it was fun. So it was really easy to get back on. And I was excited about the opportunity again. This is the first time Lifetime has done a sequel. So I felt really amazing because, like you said, we are all Black cast, Black director, Black executive producers. Like, it was just really a moment. And to be able to do it again was just like, let's go.
That's a good point. Just looking at this film, it's such a breath of fresh air to see just a happy, beautiful Christmas film and a wedding film with an all Black and brown cast. What does it feel like, specifically at the time we are in this country right now, to be able to EP something like this and to bring this to audiences? How does that, did you think about that, and does that that weigh on you in any way when you were putting this together?
Oh no, of course. I feel like representation matters extremely to everyone. I think that when you're a kid and you're able to see yourself, on TV or film, it's really, it does something to you. You know what I mean? It makes you start to become a dreamer. I'm sure if you asked Jaime or Bresha or Nathan, like what their first memories of movie and TV were, they'll give you, someone who probably looks like them or someone who they aspire to be. So it's just, I feel like that's like the moment the seed is planted, the dreaming seed is planted, and you feel like I can do that. I look like this person, or I'm the same color as this person. So it definitely is a moment. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just from watching it, two gorgeous, young, Black, successful Silicon Valley folks just in bomb houses. I was like, yes, all of this. Give it to me.
Bomb houses.
Love it. Love it. Bresha, so Kelly says she's a lot like Jackie, but you play the kind of sister only a mother could love, I would say.
we hope the mother loves. Yeah.
Who did you pull upon for inspiration initially and this time around for Kiara?
Well, she's me a little to the 10th power. I definitely took some things. I took a lot of things from a drag queen, if I would say myself.
Okay.
Because I did, because, I wanted her to be extravagant in the way that she did things and not to be apologetic for anything that she did by mistake. And not to say that drag queens are like that, but this one drag queen that I love, she just razzle dazzle, like she's, I watched, RuPaul's Drag Race, and I was like, I need to have that in Kiara, just some fabulousness, everything that she does. So she's definitely me without the excuses or the apologetic energy of, oh, I'm sorry I did that. No, she doesn't apologize for anything. She just says what she says and you deal with it. And she looks fabulous at the same time.
Yeah, I certainly dealt with that.
Yeah.
I joke because I love the character.
Okay.
So over the top, but I loved it. Nathan, you are kind of new to the fold, new to the family. What did it feel like coming into this tight-knit group already?
Warm. I felt very warm and very welcoming. It can be a little unnerving at times coming into a group that's already well established, like coming onto a TV set and family's already there. But no, this crew opened up with open arms to a wonderful set, with a lot of love, a lot of excitement. And it was the first time I've ever been on a set with a full Black cast, and it was a different experience for me. And an interesting part is like Jaime said, we got to work together on this movie and one prior to that. And it's good to see a new day and age, because for the last 12 years, him and I being on the same show is never going to happen, because once they get their token Black guy, it's gone and it's on to the new show. So we're always competing. So to be on the same movie at the same time with someone that I'm in the room kind of competing with, it just warms my heart. It's cool.
And 2 times in a row.
Yes, 2 times in a row.
It's never happened for us. That in its own is really a testament to the change that people have been crying for so long, and we're starting to see it. We're starting to see inches in the right direction where you could have more than one person of color in a whole movie. But like you said, it's something different when you get onto the set and everybody here looks like you, especially being in a city like Vancouver, which is such a big film town, second or third biggest film market in the world. And this has never happened before. And that's, for me, makes it that much more special.
I love that. I think I speak for myself and all of my sorority sisters when I say you cannot have too many bearded Black men that look like you two on screen.
I'm sorry, I have to brag. I feel like our leading men in this movie are just like, wait a second, we having a whole 90s moment with Shamar and, you know, Morris, Chestnut, like all, they give us this, you know, really prideful, good looking, nostalgic Black man moments, and they just do it with such grace, and I'm so happy to have them.
Thank you, Kel.
Thank you, Kel.
Hashtag swoon. Hashtag swoon. So Bresha, I want to ask you, there's the perfect uptight sister, there's the down to earth warm sister, and then of course the diva known as Kiara. How would you say, you both said that you line up pretty close to your characters, but how would you say each of you compare in real life to the women around you, like with sisterly relationships and things like that? Is it very similar? Like, is it natural what you're bringing to the screen in terms of the fighting and the loving?
I think in real relationships and friendships, I'm not like Kiara. I think my sassiness is very much so like Kiara naturally because of where I'm from. Baltimore, stand up. But but I think I'm more warm and very down to earth, and you know, I chose in my friendships. Kiara is a great friend once you get down to the bottom of the, you know, barrel. You know, she's a great friend.
Gotta dig in there.
Gotta dig through the deep. I don't have a lot of that. I don't do all of that. Kiara's fun, but not me in real life.
I love it. And Kelly, what would you say? What type of sister friend are you in the group? Like if there were the labels.
I definitely say I'm honest. I'd definitely be honest. And try to listen. I think that like Jackie tries to like keep the fires down. You know what I mean? No matter how much is flames all around her, she's just trying to woo-saw everything. You see like in the movie where she'll say, I love my family. I love my family. She's thinking about, you know, the base of everything, which is love and family, and just making sure that that is good. So she's always trying to keep a level head. I'd say I do that, but oh, if I've had enough. I'm scared of myself when I've had enough. I don't even know what to expect from me when I've had enough. I'm like, oh, this is not going to turn out right. Like, I know me.
I love it. I can't picture it, but I love it. You're just so sweet.
I don't want you to. I don't know. I'm like, that side can't come out. It comes out for sure.
Awesome. So a little backstory, of course, but this movie is picking up where the first one left off, and Jackie is preparing to get married, and she's planning her, of course, perfect wedding, and we will see how that goes. I'm not going to give too much away, but I want to ask Jaime about your character, because there's a bit of a subplot. You are trying to just make love happen and just spread the love as much as possible. I'll just put it that way. And you're trying really hard. Do you think men in real life, of course, I'm comparing like Lifetime movies to real life. Do you think men in real life try that hard to, you know?
You know what? That's a cool question. I think some do. I think there are a lot of men like Julian out there. In fact, I thought about some of my friends' parents, and I pulled inspiration from some real life couples, and just watching them. Like I'd be at their house and watching how the parents interacted, or how the dad interacted with the mom, and so on and so forth. And you know, Julian, the number one thing about that guy is he really just loves his wife, and he loves his kids, and he loves his extended family and the Liddles. And And that is one of the things I really loved about playing him, because no matter what his motivation is, it's really like the foundation of it is just like he just really loves them all and he wants to make sure that they're good. He works hard and he wants to take care of his family best as possible. And I think there are a ton of really great men and fathers out there like Julian. Yeah.
I'm going to throw that one to you, Nathan, as well. First off, give people a little bit of background about your new character, and then let me know, do you think guys really are out there trying that hard, or?
Yeah, no, I play Chris. I'm Thomas's, I can't even remember Thomas's character name. What's Thomas's name again?
Who, Tyler?
Tyler, thank you. Yeah, that's right, Tyler. Yeah, his best friend. And we support each other through our ups and downs. And so, of course, I'm there to help support him for when he's going to get married. And it was pretty easy for me to draw on Chris, because I'm pretty sure a lot of guys are like him, as we are quite aware, that will be a little hesitant before they want to fully commit into a relationship, and coming up with all these excuses as to why that, they can't commit. And then putting the work before everything, and that's the number one. And so, I did that for a good part of my life, just put the whole career ahead of everything, and nobody was good enough. And but then, of course, you just kind of have to grow up one day, and just recognize that there's some love out there, and I'm worthy of some love. So yeah, that's kind of Chris in a nutshell right there. And I do believe that there are guys out there. I have definitely been known to be that guy that will go the extra length to see if someone is going to be happy, and make sure that their happiness is at the forefront. Because what are we doing here if we're not happy, right?
And Janine, I know what scene you're talking about, where he puts that little extra effort, and people will see that next week.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, man, you got a small baby, a little girl, and you want to have some free time. You got to go the extra mile to get a little extra sugar. You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. And with two small kids, I'm sure there's a ton of dads out there that'll do whatever they can to get like a little bit of time with their lady, just to do, so yeah, I think that's very, very real. That was, when I read that in the script, was actually one of my favorite scenes to shoot, and I look forward to everybody getting to see it, because they're gonna be like, yep.
I love it. I just had my second baby, and as I was watching the film, I got the early preview, I was sitting there looking at my husband like, do you see Julian? Do you see?
I set your husband up. Hey, husband, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I feel like this is such a great conversation, because, I'm about to, congratulations, Janine.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm about to have my second, and that's definitely a concern. It's just like, wait a second. If you're trying to find time now, because you're both working, it's honestly, it's one of my favorite parts in the movie. It really is, because we share the same, Jaime, because I'm reading going, I know, you know what I mean? And so to see it all play in front of me, I'm so excited, because I feel like it's such a relatable scene.
Definitely.
Is you guys are in for a treat with this movie. And also, I'm just going to take both Jaime and Nathan's answers and let all the women watching know that there are, when you're watching the film, Tyler's and Chris's and Julian's out there. They said it. They said it.
Fairy tale is out there, ladies. Go fetch it. Oh, wait for it to fetch you.
So don't settle for less.
Mm-hmm.
Don't settle for less. Exactly. We exist.
Don't settle for less. So you have to tell me what you can tell me about the wedding scene, because there is an epic, there's an epic pre-wedding scene. There's an epic wedding scene. What was it like to film that? And how did you just get into that whole vibe? Have you guys all ever done wedding scenes before? Was this the first one?
No.
I've done a few.
Was it your first wedding scene?
I think it was my first one, because I think every take I was like, we were so tired when we got to the team, but every single time I was,
Actually, the movie that I had mentioned to you before, it was for our neighbor network at Hallmark, and it was called Wedding Every Weekend. It was the first Hallmark movie that had its first gay wedding. So there was a Jewish wedding, an African-American wedding, the gay wedding, and then a Caucasian wedding, and it did fantastically, which just spoke to the representation, and people really, really loved it. So yeah, I've now been in a couple of movies with wedding scenes.
Nice. What about you, Nathan?
Yeah, I've done several.
The boy is tired.
Yeah, I've done several.
Done with wedding scenes. I'm done with testing. I'm done with wedding scenes. I'm just finished.
Yeah, I was always a groomsman until this summer, so.
Oh,
yay! Always a groomsman, never the groom. Okay, well, that'll change, I'm sure. Guys, when you are going into this and you are bringing this like movie to life, the energy level is just so high, and it's so fun, and it really just leaps off of the screen. And you were saying you shot, of course, there's a million takes. You're shooting these things all the time. Like, what do you do? Was there Red Bull off to the side? Like, what did you guys do to just kind of stay amped up? Because it is a joyous occasion, almost the entire 60 plus minutes.
Every set needs a Bresha.
Facts.
You guys.
Because there would be moments where, oh shoot.
What was the song, Bresha? What did you have them singing? Having us singing?
You wanna build a snowman?
If there was a moment where we just had a lull, it was so funny because Bresha's like, come on guys, we can't be on Do You Want to Build a Snowman? We have to be on Do You Want to Build a Snowman? And I was like, oh yeah.
Christmas. I mean, seriously, we are doing a Christmas movie in one of the craziest years that I've ever experienced in my lifetime. And I know a lot of everybody. So I know we all wanted to come together to make a Christmas movie that was beautifully told and with the energy that this was the best year ever. So I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
That was my inspiration.
Yeah,
we needed
that lifted us. Yeah.
We needed it. We
had our hype girl.
Yeah.
Favorite Christmas traditions, guys. I'm just gonna go Kelly, Nathan, Bresha, Jaime. Tell me in real life, favorite Christmas tradition. Kelly.
Favorite Christmas tradition, one would definitely have to be baking with my son. Yeah.
What about you, Nathan?
Definitely getting together with friends and families and just playing games, all sort of board games, people having drinks and eating and just having fun.
Bresha?
Christmas morning breakfast with my parents. My dad makes Christmas breakfast every morning and my mom makes Udi apples. It's amazing with Christmas music, like Temptations, like all the classics.
Yeah.
Christmas.
What are Udi apples?
Oh, Udi apples. So it's like, imagine apple pie without the pie. So it's like all the sugar, all the cinnamon, and you just make that in a skillet, a cast iron skillet, and it's like delicious. And you bake it until the apples they taste like applesauce. Like it's
nice. I might steal that. And what about you, Jaime? What's a favorite Christmas tradition?
Every year, my mom and I go to midnight mass. And then we'll go back to the house, and we're from Trinidad, and there's this drink. It's a flour, and you make this drink called sorrel. So my mom will make fresh sorrel, and I'll be drinking that sorrel while she's baking the bread and making the ham for Christmas morning breakfast. But midnight mass with some sorrel early morning, it like starts my Christmas off absolutely perfectly over here.
You guys are getting me in the spirit. I'm so excited. I want to ask Kelly one more question about this wedding. Now, it was your first. I heard you say before that this was your first wedding scene to do.
Yes.
But of course, it wasn't your first wedding. So, there were a lot of hiccups in the on-screen wedding. What about your wedding? Like, were there any moments that you were just like, okay, I can pull upon this for this movie?
No, that's what's really crazy. I was like, ooh, reading everything going, oh man, that really just sucks for Jackie. But my wedding day was honestly a breeze because Mindy Weiss is a goddess and she was my wedding coordinator, planner. We literally planned it in 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
And she did it so beautifully. We got married in Costa Rica. It was peaceful the day that I got married. I was laying down like in my bed like 2 hours before, and everybody's like getting their makeup done and having like little mimosas, and we were chilling. So it was nice. Complete opposite.
Okay, good. So that dark side of Kelly that you were talking about didn't have to come out with your own way.
Nah.
Good. I may be getting ahead of myself, but I'm thinking this will be another huge success. And I want to know if fans can expect like a merry little ones next year, or is this gonna keep just going?
You know what? We don't know. We don't know. I don't know. You know, I think that it's so important to just like enjoy the moment and enjoy the movie for like, you know, because we're at 2, and that's a blessing to see 2. So it just really depends, you know, but we're so grateful that we could be able to be the first to do a sequel. And we just want to continue to, you know, make great movies, but we'll see what happens.
I love it. I can't wait to see.
But any excuse to be on set with these guys is like, let's go.
I'm there. Say less. I was like, we could do Merry Little Thanksgiving, Merry Little Easter. Just call my.
Got a whole.
Say less. I'm there.
What was it?
On a plane, and I don't know if she gonna do that.
What was it like, you guys, shooting in Canada?
Well, Canada got their stuff together, so
that's what I keep hearing. It's like they're living like above like a noisy apartment downstairs. Like that's how Canada feels.
Yeah.
like America. But like, what was it like up there? Just kind of like set the scene, Bresha, Jaime. Like, what was the vibe like out there?
Well, first of all, we were on an island that had absolutely no cases, no reported cases. So we had to catch a ferry there. We were on a ski resort.
We were shooting on Vancouver Island. Yeah, Victoria, the city's Victoria. So we were shooting on Vancouver Island, and like Bresha said, they had no cases for I can't remember how long, so I won't say a period of time. But so going to shoot in an environment like that at such a crazy time definitely helped you feel a lot more comfortable and safer. And Vancouver is a major film town, right? It's the second or third biggest film market in the world. So we have the infrastructure. So shooting in Vancouver is organized. You know, they have the crews, and then the cast will come up. We'll come up here and we'll shoot, hire some locals and whatnot. But it's great. It's great.
Nice. Kelly did a great job. You know, our producers, executive producer, they made sure we were taken care of. Like everything was just so plush when we got there. We all had our own rooms. I mean, it was hard for me to come back here.
Yeah, we legit. Yeah, Kelly, Corinne, Monique, y'all are the ones. Thank you.
Kelly, tell me Kelly, tell me about that experience of being behind and in front of the camera yet again for this, EPing this film and dealing with all of the chaos that this year would bring while starring.
You had to allow yourself the cutoff moment like 5 minutes before our brilliant director Sharon said action. So there's like a fire happening, and you know that on one part of your brain, but you're like, okay, let me be in the scene. But I'm so happy that I have this awesome cast that'll make me like forget that for a second. And then once the day is over or we're at a break or something, then you're able to help put the fire out. But I couldn't do it without a really great executive assistant that I have and my executive producing partners. And it just makes it much easier to be able to dance on both sides for sure.
That's so dope. Well, I have to start asking some of these fan questions because they're coming in. Mm-hmm. So everyone, the first one is anyone can just chime in if you have the answer. Who was the jokester on? Oh, wait, time out. Let's back it up. Rewind.
This
Hello.
Hi. Now you want to join us? Come on.
You're doing a video
I'm
game.
so sorry. How are you guys?
What are you doing?
Happy to see you, man.
Oh man, we just wrapped. I'm currently shooting a video game, so that's why I look like this. I'm sorry.
No, it's great.
Yeah, I miss you guys.
Awesome.
I know we all miss you too. What's on your lips?
Dots.
The dots for the video game. It's motion capture.
For some tribe, some African tribe or something.
I know, right? It looks good. I like it.
I love that, like the dedication to just like literally just stepped out of probably a green screen room or something.
Exactly. Yeah, what they call a volume. So it's a studio where you just have 4 walls and just tiny little cameras and motion sensors and everything. Yeah.
And now you're here speaking to the world about Merry Little Christmas Wedding. Thank you so much.
I wasn't gonna miss it. I'm happy to be here.
I appreciate you. Well, we were gonna get into the fan questions, but I have to ask you something that has been on my mind. Like you are, of course, the very handsome love interest, the husband to be at the beginning of this film. Like, you know, despite everything that is going on and everything that the couple is going through, you seem to be kind of like a grounding force until, I won't give it away, something happens.
Yeah.
But what was it like juggling playing a father, you know, being a fiance and dealing with that family, that wonderful family of her? And really, like, what did you pull upon to just kind of like pull all those strings together?
Oh, I mean, I just pull upon being myself. I don't usually get stressed out or anxious during real life. So it was pretty easy to step into those shoes on set and just, compartmentalize everything. And when we're talking with the kids, we're talking with the kids. When I'm dealing with Jackie's family, I'm dealing with Jackie. And there you go. Yeah, just let everything go smoothly. Never get too nervous about anything.
Love it. And Jaime and Nathan said that, I'm putting you guys out there. They said that men like Tyler really do exist. And
well, yeah, you're looking at one of them right now. I mean, like I told you, I'm pulling from my experience. This is how I am in real life. Yeah.
So, ladies.
Told you we ain't lying.
Thank you guys for holding me up. Yeah.
You have 3 very strong answers from 3 amazingly gorgeous, talented men saying that, look, he's out there and he is living in a fabulous home in Silicon Valley.
We might not have said all that.
I'll take it.
Be able to pin. He might have 2 kids. That's
you might have 2 kids in a mansion, but you know,
beautiful baby.
He exists.
2 beautiful kids. You guys, we're gonna dive into these fan questions. They are coming in very fast, hot and heavy. Question number 1, not too hot, not too heavy. Question number 1 is, who was the jokester on set?
Oh,
Bresha.
That's Bresha.
Bresha definitely. She would always hype us up. Like,
we were
talking about build a snowman.
Perfect, Thomas.
We talked about that. Yep.
Bresha. Okay, question number 2. What's your favorite Christmas destination? We'll do this rapid fire. Okay, Kelly.
Favorite Christmas destination would have to be home or St. Bart's.
Ooh, Thomas.
Home, which is in France.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jaime.
As long as I'm with my mom, I'm nice.
Hmm.
Bresha?
With my parents and family and my boo and somewhere Caribbean.
And how about you, Nathan?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, the Caribbean. I need to be on an island.
What did you use for snow, if any, in the movie? What was that? What was that particle?
Kelly, what was that?
Oh, it was this really salty ice. So it was real snow.
Yeah, they'll use from the Zambonis from like ice rinks, right? So the machine that like smooths out ice rinks is called a Zamboni, and that collects. And on a lot of shoots, you use snow from ice rinks as real snow. So we have scenes like when the movie drops behind this. What was that?
Snow fight.
Yeah, we have a
scene.
Yeah, and we were using real snow, and it was like
ice cube.
It was like 75 degrees out, and we're having a snowball fight outside, and it looks crazy when you see like the you know, when everybody posts behind the scenes, you'll see I did this one video where I pan to the right and it's dry and green and lush, and I go to the left a little bit and it's like a snow winter wonderland.
That thing hurt.
Hollywood magic. Note to self, don't eat the snow on any set because it might have some old ice skate stuff on it. Question number 4. Does anyone have parents like Mr. and Mrs. Liddle? And I take it this question means so amazingly excited about Christmas that they will ruin everything to make it festive.
No.
I'll pass on that. No, my parents are not like that. They're only excited about cooking wholesome meals for Christmas, but no, not like the Littles. No.
They're fabulous, but not like the Littles.
I think I might be like that.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'd want to make sure that my kids are like home with me and the rest of our family. I'd probably definitely be the one that's like, oh no, well no, I probably won't want to cook. I will want to cook. I definitely try for sure.
You'll oversee. You'll be
oversee, but I'll definitely want, knowing me, I want it my way. With my kids being like, it's cool. Just let her do her thing. For sure.
I love it. That's good. That's good. All the traditions. What was the best group scene to film and why? This is question number 5. Bresha.
The charades. What was the one we were drawing?
Ooh.
Remember, I couldn't do the beaver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Jaime didn't know how to draw.
I don't want to say too much about it, but yeah, Bresha's right. That scene was awesome, and and Julian has to do a bunch of drawing, right? Yeah. And I can't draw. It's one thing I can't do. So I had to get our props guy. I was like, you gotta draw all these out for me. Give me like an outline so that when on the day I can just kind of follow like a trace. Because if you want me to draw this it's never gonna happen. You have to take like 30 pieces of paper with no time, because I asked him like 2 minutes before we were rolling, and he was a real trooper and he got it done for us. Yeah.
I gotta. Yeah, go ahead, Bresh.
No.
I was gonna say that the snowball fight also was amazing because it involved the kids, so they could get in on the action, and they had a marvelous time. So.
Oh, I got one too. Oh, sorry. Anybody else before I can jump in?
I like doing the dance.
You were in my head.
I lived my Destiny's Child dream. I did. 5 seconds.
When we got to dance, that was mad fun.
It was so much fun.
I agree.
Everybody.
Wait, is that a spoiler? Is a dance a spoiler or no?
No.
I don't think so. People dance. Families.
Yeah. Y'all sing. Y'all will sing.
We wanted to still like have like surprises for everybody.
Yes. So look out for dancing.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Look out for dancing. Look out for games. Look out for snow. We won't tell you exactly what happens, but those will be some key moments. How about question number 6? When did you find out Lifetime wanted you to do a sequel, and how long did it take to put the whole script together? So let's start with Kelly for this one.
How long did it take to put the script together? Down to the moments that we walked on set, we were putting it together. just, of course, like everything changes sometimes. Like, you'll start with a white script, you get a pink script, you get a this script, you get like, they're different like versions because they show that there are changes being made. And we often had changes made if, there was something that we felt like just could be tweaked better. But we literally did it like down to the very last minute sometimes.
And when did you guys find out? When did you get the call, like around when that, we were going to do a part 2?
That was, it was just like, because COVID had happened.
Yeah.
We're like really nervous that we probably wouldn't see it. But because Vancouver's numbers were really, really on our side to shoot, it was probably 2 months? Two months before we shot? Yeah, like 2 months before we shot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a month and a half before we shot. Yeah, because you got to make sure that everybody's going to be safe. Like everybody's safety was the most important thing. So, yeah.
Love it. For everyone, which actor, male and or female, do you dream of working with? Let's start with Thomas.
Oh, I gotta say Denzel. Denzel's been a huge influence on me in my career since the beginning. I mean, he basically inspired me to become an actor. And if one day I'm lucky enough to share even the smallest scene with him, I know that I'll be able to learn a whole lot. Yeah. No hesitation there.
Wonderful. Now, Thomas, for me and all the other women, could you say that now in French, please? Thank you.
Depuis que j'étais tout petit, je voulais travailler avec Denzel Washington. Enfin, il a toujours été une grosse influence et j'espère qu'un jour je pourrai travailler avec lui.
Said, Thomas, well said.
Okay, he is cultured. Okay, ladies.
I know, Jen.
But he also speaks Spanish.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Okay, well, Kelly said it, and now in Spanish, please. I'm kidding.
Quiero trabajar con Denzel Washington. Lo amo tanto. Es el mejor. Oh my God, you guys putting me on the spot. Like I'm
happy you're the single one here, man. So, you make yourself look good. We already taken.
You are the greatest sport. Thank you so much for that. It was awesome. What about you, Jaime? What actor, male or female, would you dream of working with?
Viola Davis. Yeah, she's that. I mean, it's funny because my mom loves Denzel Washington a lot, and every day she's like, "So you got that audition with D yet?" She just calls him D like they're friends. But I watch Viola Davis in basically everything she's in, and it feels like a masterclass in my living room. I feel like if I could get a day on set with her, the knowledge that I would get just being in her presence would make me better almost instantly. I get the impression that she's equally as wonderful a human, but as an actor, I think she's at the very top, and I look forward to the day I get to work with Viola Davis.
She's awesome. Bresha?
Man, y'all really hit them tough. Denzel, Viola. I mean, the only thing that's coming to me now is something that happened while we were shooting this, and it was when we lost Chadwick Boseman. So, and everyone comforted me being friends with him so much. So I never have worked with him. He was just a dear friend of mine. So I would definitely have to say Chadwick.
Oh my goodness. In our hearts, of course. And apologies to you and everyone close to him. That was so hard for it felt like all of America, all of Hollywood, definitely all of Black America.
The world.
He was so talented. And of course, he's in our hearts. I'm going to bring it over to Nathan. What about you? Who is, past or present? Who is someone that you would love to work with?
Hands down, Will Smith. Like, I grew up watching Will Smith and Fresh Prince. I've got a bit of a music background myself. So watching him, I've been listening to his music. I mean, I even did a lip sync to just the two of us back in like junior high school, the one that he did. Like Will is, and he's funny, he cracks jokes, like and people even say like I remind them of him sometimes. And that's like working with Will is like me getting an Oscar. It's like, if I get that, I'm like, all right, I'm done with acting. Let's move on to something else. Like that's what I would look for sure.
How about you, Kelly?
Oh, I am definitely gonna have to say bite off of Jamie's answer because I love Viola.
Let's
and
go.
She is such a strong presence on camera, and I really respect the fact that she just allows herself to be lost in a scene completely. Yeah. Like I was literally like just looking at The Help and just thinking like, how did she pick up this Atlanta, Alabama, Mississippi accent so to the wire? Like, because she'd sound like all my family back home, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know. I have such a great respect for her. I would probably stare and listen the whole time and just want to be a student. But yeah, I love her for sure.
And Callie, will there be more on both sides of the camera for you? Are you looking to EP a lot more? Are you looking to act a lot more? Both? How are you feeling? You got baby making going on. You got a lot going on. How are you feeling?
I mean, I think that's a way to make another type of baby as well. It's a creative baby for sure. But I love EPing and I can't wait to do it again. And, you know, coming up with different projects, I literally have this board that sits next to my bed where I've crossed some things out, whether it's Mary Liddle or something else that like I've pitched or whatever. So I'm excited to continue the executive producing journey, but definitely have my sights set on other roles and creating roles for other women to feel seen, to be represented, and to us to keep inspiring each other. You know what I mean? I think that I look at artists like Queen Latifah, who started off in music and she's executive producing and starring, and there's a space for that. And I want to continue to do it. It definitely makes me excited.
Yeah.
We don't have too much longer, but I have a little game for you guys. We're going to play this or that with the cast, and you have to say it really quickly. I'm going to call out your name, and you just you fire it away, okay? This or that. White elephant or secret Santa? Kelly.
White elephant.
Nathan.
Yeah, secret Santa.
What's a white elephant? Oh.
Bresha.
White elephant.
Jaime.
Secret Santa.
Okay. Thomas.
White elephant.
Okay, hot chocolate or eggnog? Okay, this is intense. Hot chocolate or eggnog? Thomas.
Bourbon.
Oh. Jaime.
Hot chocolate, because I'm allergic to eggs, so hot chocolate.
Bresha.
Eggnog with bourbon, absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Nathan.
Hot chocolate.
Okay. Kelly.
Bourbon.
You don't get any bourbon right now.
I know. I can smell it though. I can smell it.
Okay, Silent Night or I'll Be Home for Christmas? Kelly.
I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Nathan.
Ooh, I know it's tough. Silent Night.
Bresha.
I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Jaime.
I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Thomas.
I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Got it. Okay. We already did Christmas Snow or Tropical Christmas. You guys are in the tropical world. But so let's move on to which movie, The Grinch or The Elf? Thomas.
Grinch.
Jaime.
Elf.
Bresha.
Elf.
Nathan.
Grinch.
Kelly.
Elf.
Another hot topic, gingerbread cookies or sugar cookies? Kelly.
Gingerbread cookies with bourbon.
Gingerbread, all the way.
Bresha.
Sugar cookies.
That's my girl. That's my
Jaime.
Come with a sugar cookie, baby.
Thomas.
Gingerbread cookies.
All right, this is the one that has split my household, okay? Faux trees or real trees? Thomas.
Faux trees. I don't want to sweep up pine needles. Yeah.
Jamie.
Faux trees. I hate when they're on my feet. I don't want them on my feet. Faux tree.
Bresha.
A real tree.
Yes.
Little white stuff on it.
You can spray that. We can get a faux tree and just spray that.
You gotta smell it. You gotta smell it.
I buy the real tree cans and I spray it on my faux tree.
Nathan.
Definitely the real tree for the smell and supporting local family businesses.
Amen.
There you go. Callie.
Faux tree.
That's my sis.
All right, we will do this last one. Black Friday or Cyber Monday? Kelly.
Cyber Monday. We in COVID.
Nathan.
Yeah, no, I'm doing Cyber Monday for sure.
Bresha.
Support Black businesses.
That part. Exactly. Jamie.
Cyber Monday.
And Thomas.
Cyber Monday.
Exactly. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Kelly, Thomas, Bresha, Jamie, Nathan, for joining us. And I just want everyone who's been watching to tune into the premiere of Merry Little Christmas Wedding next Saturday, November 28th at 8 p.m. ET PT on Lifetime. And if you enjoyed this event, make sure to sign up for the next one on December 4th on the Lifetime Live website. Before we say goodbye, though, I want to just throw to two people who weren't able to join us today, but they sent a message for everyone. So let's take a look at that.
Hi, everyone. So sorry I can't stand for this live fun session with all of my wonderful castmates for It's a Wonderful Lifetime Merry Little Christmas Wedding. And to all of you fans, you were with us last year, and so now we're back, and it's going to be an even bigger joyful ride. So make sure you stay tuned on Saturday night, November 28th, for Merry Little Christmas Wedding on Lifetime. Ho, ho, ho!
Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm Chris Shields. The Liddle family is back. Please be sure to join us on November 28th for Merry Little Christmas Wedding here on Lifetime.
You know, we had to have Mama and Papa roll through just to send us off right. Thank you guys again. Thank you so much. I'm wishing you all just happy holidays. And I want to point out to everyone who's watching also, Pandora and Lifetime Movie Club are partnering to bring audiences a curated selection of their favorite holiday movies and music free for 3 months. So Lifetime Hollywood themed playlists are including Kelly Rowland's holiday playlist of a lifetime. So Kelly, you're in there. That's going to be on there. It's all now available on Pandora. And before we officially go, let's just take a quick look at the new Lifetime holiday movies premiering this weekend. A Taste of Christmas, Feliz Navidad, and Homemade Christmas.
November 20th.
You know, I've been wanting to open my own restaurant for years.
It'll take a Christmas miracle to open.
Impossible. There's always a way.
The Feast of Natale is off.
Will they find the ingredients for love along the way?
Do you like Stefano?
No. Annie Kruger, Gilles Marini, and Nia Vardalos.
I finally found a place that feels like home.
A Taste of Christmas premieres November 20th at 8. Part of It's a Wonderful Lifetime 24/7 holiday movies all season long.
Is it possible to have too much Christmas spirit?
November 21st.
You got a match?
This dad is single and ready to mingle.
You look like the type of principal I wish I had.
Qualified?
Will he swipe right on Christmas love?
The line between dorky and hilarious is tricky.
Mario Lopez, Anna Lynn McCord, and Paulina Chavez.
They're amazing. The food or the company?
Feliz Navidad. Premieres November 21st at 8. Part of It's a Wonderful Lifetime 24/7 holiday movies all season long. November 22nd.
Can you help me? I live for this.
This holiday helper works hard.
Are you passionate about this?
I am passionate about any job I do.
So she can slay hard.
You're just goofing around.
Look like a lot more than that.
Michelle Argyris and Travis Nelson.
Are you up for the challenge?
Always.
Homemade Christmas premieres Sunday, November 22nd at 8. Part of It's a Wonderful Lifetime 24/7 holiday movies all season long.